Welcome. I'm Inger, she is Rosie, and this is Be Free Yoga. We're so glad you joined us today. This is a 1-hour Vinyasa Flow Yoga class designed for all levels. Just modify based on your fitness level, any injuries you might have, and how you're feeling today, because every day is different and every body is different. If you like practicing with no music or with your own music, you're in the right place. If you prefer to practice with my carefully curated playlist, you can find these same classes on my website, www.befreeyogaAustin.com. And that's B with 2 E's, like the bumblebee. Also there you will find a relaxing guided meditation and written reflections on the weekly topic to help you on your spiritual path. Enjoy your practice today, and thank you so much for joining us. Hi, welcome to Be Free Yoga. My name is Inger, and you may already know Rosie, and we're so glad you joined us today. Today we continue our exploration of the 8-limbed yogic path. We're on the niyamas, the observances, and today is about the second niyama, which is santosha, or contentment. I feel like so often we are waiting till some future point to fully live, whether it be waiting for retirement or a summer vacation, or till we get in the right relationship or make a certain amount of money, or even for the next day if we're having a bad day. But as Emily Dickinson says, forever is composed of nows. And so the theme of today's class is living now, not later. And you will need 2 blocks for class, but you can just set them to the side right now and join me in child's pose. Bring your knees wide and your big toes together to touch. Reach your arms forward and rest your forehead on your mat. Snuggle your ribs between your legs. Honor yourself for coming and then fully arrive. Take a full deep inhale. Pause at the top and take an extra sip of air. Drink in the moment, and then open mouth exhale. Fog up your mat. Again, full breath in. Pause at the top. One more inhale. Open mouth exhale. Empty your lungs. And find your natural breath, just deeper and longer. As we begin our class on contentment, consider the words of Swami Rama. Contentment is falling in love with your life. Imagine falling in love with your life the way you fall in love with a person. When even their faults, even their idiosyncrasies are endearing to you. Start to rock your hips side to side. And then roll your head side to side, massaging your third eye center. Find stillness. Then walk your hands forward, lift your elbows off the floor. Push into your hands and send your hips further towards your heels. On the inhale, rainbow your back up. And come into tabletop. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Note if your wrists are bearing all the weight, and spread your fingers wide. Press into the pads of your fingertips. Then on the inhale, step back to high plank. You have the option to do high plank on your knees. Firm up the backs of your legs and lift your head in line with your spine. Take a full inhale, hinge forward slightly, and then exhale, slowly lower all the way to your mat. Grasshopper your elbows back. Bring your left cheek to the mat for half scorpion twist. Listen closely, send your left arm to the side while bend your right leg. Then push into your right hand and open your body up. Stack your right hip over your left. Your foot may float in the air or rest on the earth. Just enjoy a nice stretch in your left shoulder and pec. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind, come back to center. Frame your heart with your hands, tuck your toes, draw your elbows in, and lift your knees off the floor. Fire up the backs of your legs, draw your belly in. On the inhale, push up to high plank. Lead with your hips. Option to do that on your knees, they're there to assist you. And exhale into downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Relax your head between your biceps. On your next inhale, shift forward to high plank. And exhale, slowly lower down to your mat. Right cheek to your mat. Send your right arm long to the side. Bend your left leg. Exhale, half scorpion twist. Stack your left hip over your right. Stay connected to your slow, natural breath. With each exhale, let everything go that's happening outside this room. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, and inhale, high plank, lead with your hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sink your heels lower, press into your hands to lift your hips up and back. Inhale, lower to your knees, mountain on your knees. Reach your hands high. Lift your chin, really engage your belly, draw it in and up. Rotate your palms towards each other. One more breath in. Exhale, back bend cactus arms. Press the backs of your hands to the back of the room. Lift your heart, spread through your collarbones. Inhale, back to mountain on your knees. Exhale, round and curl, bring your forearms together. Hover your hips above your heels and draw your elbows into your belly, squeeze. That is our kneeling sun salutation. 2 more times. Inhale up through mountain on your knees. Exhale, back bend cactus arms, bump up your heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, round and curl. Lower your hips, draw your elbows in. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, round and curl. Come up through mountain on your knees one last time. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your hands, fingers spread wide, tuck your toes and lift your knees. Rotate your inner elbows forward, sink your heels low. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, take tiny steps forward for ragdoll. Feet hip width distance apart. Hold opposite elbows. Let your head hang heavy. Feel your torso rest on your thighs. Let the weight of your arms shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet. One more inhale. Release your hands to the mat. Toe heel your feet together and roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, shrug your shoulders up and then open your heart. Close your shoulder blades on your back. Hands to heart center, samastitihi. Today, in honor of our theme, find contentment with where you are now, with the body you have now, the appearance you have now, the flexibility and strength you have now. And don't just be content with yourself, but fall in love with yourself. Treat yourself as you would treat your beloved. Take a full inhale to seal this intention. Open mouth, exhale. Release your hands to your sides, open your eyes. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high on our feet now. Pick up all 10 toes and spread them wide on the floor. Activate your quadriceps. Keep your belly engaged, full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Fire up your glutes and hamstrings on the way down. Shift your weight forward. Lengthen through the back seams of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on your shins, cow in your spine. Open your heart, lengthen through the back of your neck. Exhale, low lunge, left foot back. Frame your front foot with your hands. And inhale, quad stretch, lower to your back knee. You can bring your left hand on the block or the floor. Bend your back leg and capture it with your right hand. Hold the outside edge of your foot. Send your hips lower. Squeeze your left glute. And then lift your head as if you're leaning against an imaginary wall. Keep your right shoulder open. Draw your heel in. If you can't reach your foot, that's okay. You can just enjoy a nice lunge. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, crescent moon, reach high. Maybe broaden your stance. Make room for your hips to sink low, let gravity do the work. Imagine you can draw your front heel and back knee towards each other. Lift your chin. One more breath in. Exhale, low lunge, activate your back leg. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg goes high. Level your hips, scissor your thighs together, reach through your heel. You do not want to chaturanga from a three-legged dog. It places an awkward angle and can lead to shoulder injuries. So before we chaturanga, come through plank. You can keep one foot lifted, you can lower it, you can come to your knees. Then chaturanga, lower halfway, heart open. Inhale, up dog. Open your shoulders, look forward. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, send your left heel high. Dial your pinky toe down, squeeze your glute, big inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot through lightly. Inhale, quad stretch. Lower your back knee, right hand on a block or the floor. A block might help you reach your foot more easily. Lift your head back against that imaginary wall. Open your top shoulder. Squeeze your right glute. Pull your heel towards your hip. Irma Bombeck said, "Seize the moment. Remember all those women on the Titanic who waved off the dessert cart. I remind myself of that a lot. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, keep your back knee down, crescent moon. Rise up. Send your right hip forward and your hips low. Keep your Uddiyana Bandha engaged, your belly lock full. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Active back leg. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg high. Exhale, chaturanga, but first we come through plank. Remember your options. Lower halfway, elbows in. Inhale, up dog, levitate your thighs off the floor. Exhale, lead with your hips into down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips low. Reach high. Look down, make sure you can see all 10 toes. If not, sit back further. Lift your chin and your heart. Active arms. Full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, standing splits, left foot high. You can have your hands on blocks here to bring the floor closer to you. Keep your lifted leg as active as your standing leg. Level your hips. It's not an open hip posture, it's a closed hip posture. We'll pause here long enough to play with your balance if you wish. You can bring one hand to your shin, maybe two hands to your shin. But continue to pay attention to your level hips and your active leg. One more inhale. One more exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, modified pyramid. Take a giant step back. Keep your back heel lifted. That's what makes it modified. And your front leg straight. I like to use blocks here, framing my front foot. Draw your right femur back into your hip socket and lower it down. Push into your front big toe to fire up your quadricep of your right leg. On your next inhale, crescent lunge. Bend your front knee. You can remove your blocks and rise up. Spike your back heel like you're about to take off. That'll send your left hip forward. Make sure your knee's stacked over your ankle. Keep your back leg active. Full inhale. Exhale, open twist to the right. Hands at shoulder height. Draw your right shoulder down your back. If your right hip came up, lower it back down. Maybe look to the back of the room. Inhale, exalted warrior. Tick-tock your arms. Left hand high. Lower your right shoulder. Imagine my hand is behind your heart, bumping it up. Full inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, walk your hands to the left for wide-legged forward fold. Take an extra wide stance today. Traction your heels away from each other and inwardly rotate your thighs. Keep your torso heavy to fold you deeper. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the earth, long spine, lengthen through the back of your neck. Exhale, side lunge, point your back toes to 45 degrees and bend your left leg. Send your hips back and down. Your knee tracks over your toes, keep it open. This is a great alternative to Skandasana. Keep it in mind for the future. Feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh. Inhale, Skandasana. Point your right toes up, flex your foot. And then rise up, hands to your heart. This Skandasana, we're going to keep our left heel down. Maybe you're really low, maybe you're up high. Whatever works for you. Keep your right foot flexed. And relax your shoulders down your back. Exhale, warrior two, surf forward. Pivot your toes towards the front of the room. Lunge low, active triceps. Inhale, reach your left hand to meet your right. Bring them together, then grow longer. Exhale, archer pose, draw back your bow. Flex and lift your toes again. Really activate your arms as you draw back your bow. Let your hips move forward. Inhale, reverse triangle with your toes lifted. Your hips are already forward. Look up past your armpit. Big inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Windmill down. Inhale, high plank. Option to float your right foot in an Ekapada. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high, maybe even lower than before. Seal your legs together. Imagine drawing your heels to the back of the room. Fire up your glutes and hamstrings. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing splits, right leg high. Level your hips, squeeze your right glute. Everything's active. Take a moment to balance. Push into your strong big toe. Maybe bring one hand to your shin, maybe both. One more inhale. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, modified pyramid, giant step back. Keep your back heel lifted. And straighten your front leg. Your blocks can be on the high setting here. Whatever works for you, push into your front big toe, send your left hip back and down. On the inhales, lengthen your spine, lift your heart. And on the exhales, fold deeper. On your next inhale, crescent lunge, bend your front knee. Remove your blocks. Rise up. Spike your back heel, right hip comes forward, active back leg, full inhale. Exhale, open twist to the left. Left hand back, right hand forward. Hands at shoulder height. Keep your lunge low and your back leg active. Inhale, exalted warrior, tick-tock your arms, right hand reaches high. Spread through your collarbones. Maintain your low lunge, full inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, walk your hands to the right. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Sometimes when we've done something already on one side, we tune out. Try and stay really present here on the other side. Inwardly rotate your thighs. Reach your tailbone high and let your torso be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Pivot your right toes to 45 degrees. Exhale, side lunge, hips go down. Keep your weight in your heels, like you're sitting back in a chair. Then inhale, Skandasana. Bend your left foot, point your toes skyward. Rise up. Track your knee over your toes. Roll your shoulders back. Press your heart into the outside edges of your thumbs. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two, surf forward. Engage the middle of your left glute to open your front knee. Inhale, bring your palms together, get long. Exhale, archer. Draw back your bow. Every part of you is active here. Send your hips forward. Inhale, reverse triangle with your toes pointed up. Lengthen both sides of your body. Big inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Or maybe you rest in child's pose. You don't have to do every chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, legs off the floor. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. We're flowing now. Move with your breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing splits, left foot up. Exhale, modified pyramid, giant step back. You can use your blocks. We're just here for an inhale. Send your right hip back and exhale. Bend further. Inhale, crescent lunge. Bend your front knee, rise up. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, exalted warrior. Tick-tock your arms. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, walk your hands to the side, wide-legged forward fold. Traction your heels away from each other. Inhale, halfway lift. Point your left toes to 45 degrees. Exhale, side lunge. Inhale, Skandasana, right toes go up. Rise up like you're leaning against a wall. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, palms together, get long, reach forward. Exhale, archer. Inhale, reverse triangle, sash your hips forward, toes stay up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank, option to float your right foot. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, seal your legs together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing splits, right leg high, level hips, flare your toes. Exhale, modified pyramid. Back heel stays up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, crescent lunge. Bend your front knee, rise up. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale, exalted warrior. Keep your back leg active. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, walk your hands to the right. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, side lunge, send your hips back. Inhale, Skandasana. Flex your left foot, rise up, good posture, right knee open. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, palms together, lengthen both sides of your body. Exhale, archer. Inhale, reverse triangle, continue that movement back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, float your left foot, or don't. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, broaden through your heart space. Exhale, down dog. On the inhale, push into your hands, and on the exhale, sink your heels lower. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. We've been here before. Exhale, touch your hands to the floor. Now, wherever your hips are, I want you to keep them there. Inhale, back to chair pose. Reach your arms to the front of the room. And then exhale into boat. Sit down and float your feet off the ground. There's so many levels to boat. You can keep your heels down. You can support yourself with hands behind your thighs. But imagine an elevator going up your spine, lengthening it, and then descending back down, grounding you into the earth. Keep your heart open and lifted. Everything firm around your spine. 3, 2, 1, release. Very nice. Fun flow. All right, this water is your power up before we move into continuous abs, everybody's favorite. But it's an awesome opportunity to find contentment in whatever the moment contains. So have your water towel off and then meet me on your back for continuous abs. Soles of your feet together, knees wide in Baddha Konasana, hands behind your head. Keep your head in line with your shoulders. And we're gonna lift from our chest and chin and glue our lower back to the floor. Big breath in. Exhale, lift your chest and chin. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep going at your own pace, in your own breath. Really close the distance between your front ribs and hip bones with every squeeze. Keep your knees wide, press your feet together. You can float your feet off the floor if you want a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Basic crunches. Keep going, but plant your feet flat on the floor. Still lift both shoulder blades off the floor with every crunch. Let your head be heavy in your hands. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Reverse tabletop legs. Flex your feet. You want your knees stacked over your hips, so send your heels 2 inches forward towards the front of the room. Stay with your breath. Find something to enjoy here. Maybe it's the music. Maybe it's your strength, your sweat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs long to the sky now. Lengthen through the back seams of your legs. Flex your feet. Keep your lower back glued to the floor. You got this. 5, 4, 3. If you need a break, 2, you can totally take it. 1, bend your knees. We're working our way back down. Send your heels forward. But after your break, join back in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your feet. Really draw your belly in. Lift from your heart space. 4, 3, 2, 1. Baddha Konasana legs. Last bit of work here. Don't pull on your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. And then enjoy a long good morning stretch. Point your toes, arms overhead, soften your belly. On your inhales, feel your abdominal stretching as your belly expands. Just rest here for a few breaths. That was so great. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experiences." I feel like every time you come on your mat, you're reaching out for a new, rich experience. And sometimes that can be intimidating. So approach our last standing series with that same kind of like curiosity and adventure that Eleanor Roosevelt's talking about there. One more inhale. And your long good morning stretch. And then exhale, bend your legs, reach for the back of your thighs. Rock and roll up. Cross your legs. You can take a chaturanga. Maybe linger in up dog. Thighs off the floor. Shoulders away from your ears. Gaze to the right. Gaze to the left. Then lead with your hips here, not your shoulders. Into down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, send your left heel high. Level hips, dial your pinky toe down, press your chest low. Exhale, low lunge. Make space for you to bring your foot through, push the earth away. Inhale, warrior one. Plant your back heel, you'll want to shorten and widen your stance here. And then adjust to stack your front knee over your ankle. Push into the outside edge of your back foot. Send your right hip forward. Keep your belly drawn in. Strong mountain arms full. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid pose. This one's not modified. Our back heel stays on the floor. Straighten your front leg. Push into your front big toe. Send your left hip back and down. Use your blocks to support you. On your next inhale, revolve triangle. Keep your right hand on your block and open your left hand high. Rotate, stack your left shoulder over your right shoulder. And if your left hip came up, send it back down. Maybe you gaze up to the sky, but keep your back heel on the earth. How much weight is in your right hand? Can you bring more weight into your feet? One more inhale. Exhale back to pyramid. Set your blocks to the side. This is a fun transition. Listen closely. Walk your hands to the left. Allow your toes to pivot to the left. It's crazy, your legs are crossed now. Then work your feet towards each other for an IT band forward fold. The outside edges of your feet connect. If you want to deepen this forward fold, walk your hands to the left. You can always use blocks in your forward fold too. Feel a nice stretch in your right hip and IT band. With every exhale, release tension you're holding and sink your torso deeper. On the inhale, walk your hands back to center, halfway lift. Exhale, sit down. Keep your legs crossed for cow face pose. Your left leg's on top of your right leg. Your knees are in line with each other, facing the front or the side of the room now. And your heels are by your hips. Root down through both sits bones. Roll your shoulders down your back and bring your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes. Just here for a couple of breaths. Enjoy the stillness as much as you enjoy the movement. On your next inhale, open your eyes. Plant your left foot on the earth outside of your right thigh. Bring your left hand behind your back, right elbow outside your left thigh, half Lord of the Fishes. Gaze to the back of the room. Ring out your insides here. Make sure both sits bones are on the floor. And just like a telescope, lengthen your spine as you twist. One more inhale. Exhale, release. All the way into standing splits. You're going to root into your left foot, pivot your toes to the front of your mat, and lift your right leg. Level hips, flare your toes, big inhale. Exhale, low lunge, giant step back. Inhale, walk your hands to the right. Wide-legged forward fold. Pause here for an open twist. Root into your left hand, send your right hand high. Imagine you're reaching up to grab something. Rotate your rib cage, big inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, open twist to the left. Other side, stack your left shoulder over your right. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, horse. Pivot your heels in, lower your hips, and rise up. Good posture here. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Roll onto the outside edges of your feet to open your knees, hands at your heart. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs. Drop your right shoulder down. Push your knees open with your hands. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder down. Press your knees open. Inhale, back through center, all the way up to star. Get big, take up space. Squeeze your glutes to open your hips further. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Your toes stay on the floor this time. Your hips still move forward. Equal weight in both feet. Push into your front big toe. Fire up your quad. Big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Ride your breath all the way down like you're moving through honey. Another opportunity for an ekapada. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, send your right leg high. Squeeze your glute. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Plant your back heel, rise up. Point your back toes to 10 o'clock. Bend your front knee. On the inhale, sink lower, reach higher. Exhale, pyramid. Straighten your front leg and hinge forward. Send your right hip back and down. On the inhales, lengthen your spine. Exhales, reach your chest towards your shin. On your next inhale, revolve triangle. Left hand on your block. Right hand goes high. If your right hip came up, send it back and down. Push into your front big toe. Back heel stays on the floor. Rotate your rib cage. Inhale. Exhale back to pyramid. Set your blocks to the side. And then walk your hands to the right. Toes pivot to the right. Then work your feet towards each other. Outside edges of your feet touch for an IT band forward fold. I'm going to face the back. You'll stay to the side. I just want to be able to see you and you see me. If you want to deepen this, you can walk your hands even further to the right. On your next inhale, walk your hands to the center. And exhale, sit down. Keep your legs crossed. Right leg's on top now. Cow face pose. Knees in line with each other, heels by your hips. If this doesn't work in your body, just take an easy seat. Be content with where your body's at. Everybody has certain body part that's super flexible and another one that's not. Every body is different. Bring your hands to your heart. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. On your next inhale, open your eyes. Pick up your right foot and plant it outside your left thigh. Reach your right arm behind you, half floor to the fishes, left elbow outside your right thigh. Gaze over your right shoulder. Make sure you're rooted down evenly. Lengthen and twist. One more inhale. Exhale, release all the way into standing splits. Root into your right foot, rotate to the front of your mat and lift your left leg. Big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, walk your hands to the side, wide-legged forward fold. Take a chest opener here. Interlace your hands behind your back. Reach your knuckles high as your head hangs low. Keep your weight forward. Press your palms together. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Pivot your heels in. Sink your hips low and inhale up to horse. Roll your shoulders down your back. Squeeze your glutes to open your knees. Sit a little bit lower. Then bring your hands to your thighs. Dip your right shoulder. You can use your hands to open your legs. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist. One more time through. Inhale at the center. Exhale as you twist. Inhale up to star. Get big. Engage your pelvic floor. Express through your front body as you activate your back body. Then exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Sash your hips forward. High five the back wall. Exhale, last chaturanga of class. Pick the option that works for you. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top. And exhale, come through to a seat. All right. We're going to start in a wide-legged forward fold. So flex your feet, spread your legs wide. Maybe when you get in this position, you're like, oh, I can't fold forward. That's not really happening in my body. It's very effective to sit on the edge of a block. I love to do that. Suddenly my hips can rotate forward, my spine can get long, and I can even fold forward a little bit. Keep the outward rotation of your thighs. Flex your feet, toes go high. And just walk forward with a nice long spine and a lifted heart. Seems like a good time for a quote. When isn't a good time for a quote? Henry David Thoreau says, "You must live in the present. Launch yourself on every wave. Find your eternity in each moment. Fools stand on their island of opportunities and look toward another land. There is no other land. There is no other life but this." Gives me goosebumps. On your next inhale, walk your hands up. We're going to do hatching tortoise. I'm going to remove my block. You might like to do that too, but see what works for you. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Create V's with your hands. Reach between your legs and capture your heels with the V's of your hands. Maybe once you get here, you can use your arms to keep your knees open. Maybe you can slide your heels out a little bit. Full tortoise would be laying flat on the floor, reaching your arms underneath your legs and straightening your legs. Not quite there. That's okay. I can still enjoy the experience of opening my knees, lengthening my spine, and reaching my heart forward. On your next inhale, rise up, release your feet. Come into staff pose. Glue the backs of your legs on the floor. Reach your arms forward and slowly lower down onto your back. Plant your feet flat on the floor for figure 4 pose. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Direct your right knee towards the front of the room and keep your foot flexed. Then lift your left foot. You can capture the front of your shin, the back of your thigh, whatever feels good in your body. Keep your right knee reaching forward as you draw your left knee towards you. Open your shoulders. Now, with feet flexed, direct both knees 2 inches to the left. Feel the stretch move into your left hip. One more inhale. Exhale, supine cow face pose. Keep your legs crossed the way they are, but just cross them deeper. Now your knees are stacked. You can hold the outside edges of your shins or maybe your feet. Draw your heels towards your glutes. One more inhale. Exhale, release your feet or shins. Tee out your arms, then drop your knees to the left as you gaze to the right. An eagle twist. Keep your shoulders rooted on the earth. Lengthen the top of your right side body and just relax into this posture like gravity twists you. On your next inhale, unwind. Come back through center, uncross your legs, plant your right foot, figure 4 on the left. Left leg crosses over, open that knee. Find the grip that works for you. Flex your feet, and then send your knees 2 inches to the right. Your elbow can come in handy to open your knee. One more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Keep your legs crossed, cross them deeper. Supine cow face pose. You can grab your shins or your feet. Draw your heels towards your glutes. Can you open your heart here, spread through your collarbones? One more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Tee out your arms. Let your knees fall to the right as you gaze to the left. On your next inhale, come back through center. Uncross your legs, happy baby, knees wide. You can hold the outside edges of your feet, your shins, your thighs. Pull down on your feet, open your knees with your elbows. Take some movements that feel good. One more inhale. Exhale, full wind removing pose. Curl up into a tiny ball. Wrap your forearms around your shins, forehead to your knee, full breath in. Exhale into Shavasana. Send your legs long. Let your toes fall out. Wrap your shoulder blades underneath you to create a shelf for your heart. Palms up. And get heavy in your bones. For a long time to me, it seemed that life was about to begin, real life. But there was always some obstacle in the way, something to be gotten through first, some unfinished business, time still to be served, a debt to be paid, and then life would begin. At last, it dawned on me that these obstacles were my life. Rest here in Shavasana for a few moments. Create some space to assimilate all the lessons your body, heart, and mind took in all throughout class. Before you attempt any movement, start to deepen and lengthen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle out your ankles and your wrists. Let your head fall to one side and then to the other. And take a long good morning stretch like you're waking up. Point your toes, soften your belly. Full inhale. And exhale into fetal pose on your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow. Cozy in. A chance to be reborn from the ground up. This week, notice the times when you find yourself waiting to fully live. And then draw your attention to the moment and see if you can find contentment there with things exactly as they are. And then use that attention to create richer, better moments. On your next inhale, with as little movement as possible, rise up to an easy seat on your mat. Root down through your sits bones, hands to heart center. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and lengthen through the back of your neck. Take one last full deep inhale. Open mouth exhale. And bring your hands to third eye center, your center of intuition. The light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in me recognizes and adores the light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoy your week of contentment and loving yourself, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time at Be Free Yoga.